Hello friends. Welcome to the MCQ session on esophagus. Here, middle-aged patient presents with dysphagia for liquids. The barium esophagogram of the patient is shown below. The diagnosis is, if you see here, there is dilated lower segment of esophagus with compressed or with narrow, not compressed, sorry, with narrow gastroesophageal junction. Okay, so this is the diagnosis of achalasia cardia, which shows bird beak appearance. Then the next, if you see the next diagnosis, the next question is retrocardiac lucency with air fluid levels is seen in mediastinum. Is seen in retrocardiac lucency with air fluid levels in mediastinum. Normally in mediastinum you will not see any air fluid levels. Okay, if there is air fluid levels in mediastinum, it shows that a part of the stomach or a part of bowel is present in the mediastinum. So that is nothing but hiatus hernia. Okay, in hiatus hernia we can see retrocardiac lucency with air fluid levels. Then the next question is young female with dysphagia, vomiting, regurgitation of undigested food throughout the day, weight loss, emaciated and dehydrated. On examination, there is no mass palpable per abdomen. Best modality of treatment is, first, what is the diagnosis? Here the patient presents with dysphagia, vomiting or regurgitation of undigested food throughout the day, and weight loss and emaciated and dehydrated. See, there is regurgitation throughout the day. So there is something which is non-progressive. Sorry, which progression is not given here. Anyways, first there is dysphagia, vomiting or regurgitation of food. And there is weight loss, emaciated and dehydrated. Weight loss, emaciation and dehydration is due to the decreased appetite and decreased nutrition. So it is young female. No mass per abdomen. So it is most commonly achalasia cardia, because dysphagia with regurgitation is achalasia cardia. Weight loss and emaciation, it can point towards the carcinoma esophagus. But the main thing is, in carcinoma esophagus, we will not see regurgitation. Regurgitation or vomiting of undigested food occurs most commonly in achalasia cardia. So in achalasia cardia case, we have many treatment modalities. We can do Heller's myotomy, cardiomyotomy, but in this option, in the options, Heller's cardiomyotomy is not given. So we can also do endoscopic dilatation, especially here the patient has emaciation and weight loss. So first we do endoscopic dilatation in these patients. Right? Next question. Dahlmann's procedure is used for. Dahlmann's procedure is an endoscopic stapling of diverticulum. So it is used for Zenker's diverticulum. Then a 40-year-old male complains of gastroesophageal reflux disease. On endoscopy, it shows high-grade dysplasia. Treatment is GERD with high-grade dysplasia is nothing but Barrett's esophagus. So the treatment, there are many treatment options available for high-grade dysplasia in Barrett's esophagus, which includes, we can do radiofrequency ablation, cryoablation, laser ablation therapies, vagal sparing esophagectomy can be done, or you can do esophagectomy can also be done. In the options given here, fundoplication is not sufficient because of high-grade dysplasia. If you do fundoplication and leave the dysplasia, it can progress to carcinoma. So you do not want carcinoma in your patient. So you would not just leave by doing fundoplication. Then PPI alone is not sufficient. So you should do esophageal resection. Then progressive dysphagia is seen in all except. So we will see the options. In cancer esophagus, you see progressive dysphagia. In achalasia cardia, you will see slow progressive dysphagia. In carcinoma esophagus, you see rapid progressive dysphagia. So in the strictures, you see dysphagia, but it is mostly stable. But sometimes you can also see progressive dysphagia. But in diffuse esophageal spasm, you see intermittent dysphagia. So dysphagia seen, which is intermittent dysphagia, is diffuse esophageal spasm where you see intermittent sudden dysphagia. Then dysphagia lusoria is by, next question, dysphagia lusoria is by vascular anomaly. Then Heller's operation is done for, as we have already told you, Heller's operation is done for achalasia cardia. So thank you guys for watching my lecture. Thank you.